habari ya Rukiri?
Mzuri Faminas. Asante sana.
Bwega, karibu sana Kethi Murithiri wa Meru Tv. Kengo tumba kwa tuki ambage mubango bwega.
Bwega sana mutegeri wa Meru Tv. Rukiri rurwega tutemenie twaririe mantu ja mathomo twitanana kindogo kuhusu accessibility kana ure kithomo kibatere kwithwa gikinyira ana bonde na tukiariria kithomo tuga PHAMINAS in Kenya is one of the rights. All children have rights to education. Kuna ndi twitane muthikirie kindogo kana mutegeri kindogo kuhusu mantu ja rights we muchiari rights cha mwana kwitie ku school tuchoke na ndi twaririe mantu ja how is the education supposed to be accessible nonto ethero iraite kira mwana kwithirwa akithoma especially in Kenya na area to primary education is free. Is it free for all? Na ndi twaririe kindogo kuhusu mantu zaraja kwithirwa jareo na ndi about that accessibility and the freedom to education. Yes.
Wow, bwega sana. Mbere kinyero tina mbere kwa tukithungagira agu madam kwena mugaruruku kidogo kairekire kithomo kurari agumbere turai CBC thaino ritwa CBE maybe no the number ntiko kana no yitundete no kana no the number ko gitutaragiria maybe imbiyo irendeni ya CBE no kwarirwa CBE no katuga change kiragindu kana what is not happening, what is new in this CBE.
Ndambirire kwira aciari will need a lot of patience to komeria. You know, komeria is that value of going through the process. Na tugirira kwina introduction of a new thing. There are challenges chiayo. CBC, we don't know if it's changing and how it's changing. But we are feeling it is the improvement of the CBC. Na ndio kambiria kwa it is changing to something else. Don't atiari they are going to be so baka disturbed so much. Tugere aciari katwithirwe turi in the journey ekithomo na anabetu. Na tugere experts tubae kanya because they know what is good for our children. Sometimes the reader toga mathematics has been abolished as a subject that was compulsory. Aciari tuigagwa mwana na ndethira atithithie thaburi. Nonto isabu na it's not about the calculation. It's about the settling of the mind na kwithirwo ugita through the processes. Na rira twathoma mantu amacabu kana when we are dealing with mathematics most of the times tuona aje it is a very hard process. It's not hard but it's something that requires stages. Kwa uno mwanka mwana understand the stages. Na batu nyadhiro we are not good in mathematics most of us. Lakini andito wa area tiari. Sometimes wana homework why was I not getting that one? No, so the interest was not there. Kana itwari na wana nambi. But now as parents we have to get the process. Na ndembere asiari we should not panic. We should not feel this is too much. You know this is the life of our children. No tiki into kengi tukaba ja kithomo. We don't have any other investment. So if education is the only investment, then the Korea atiari na arimo. You know, na the experts, let us come together. No, to atigira the experts, the parents will be complaining. To atigira mwarimu, the parents will still be complaining. Can we be three of us in this process? So mpere asiari, it is not the change that we talk about like day and night. It is a perfection. No, to something get out through the process. Ko katwara experts ba perfect kilomo ya Kenya. And andere asiari CBC is good. Good yata. But we are nabarabe to ba you know they didn't do CBC. Ikyo kuona they are not productive. Their only productivity is limited to the electronics. Lakini anababa CBC they are doing everything. They are doing electronics, they are doing physical activities, they are doing cookery, they are doing so many things. So can we allow the experts to go take us through the process? Process in the royomi for example, jagoka at 6 if you are used to waking up at 7. It is a hard thing. But now can we open our minds? Asiari Nchokemba encourage how we speak to our children about education. atiari baba ingi ai we mwak sometimes mutiari arona andi baba ridugania batu twathomere kinye rota thomere go Google first. You know, there is even a chance of calling the teacher. You don't know anything. And we were discussing with our friends the other day, we have to go back to school. Nike, they are gaining so much. So if the recipient, who is us, doesn't have the know-how, you know, you don't know anything. Actually, it is a high time we are going to use the Google and YouTube for the right reasons. You know, PHAMINAS, no. Can you learn something for your child? No, to take into kingi discouraging that era mwana okudia kiudia okamwira ringira ndandi. You know, auntie. You know, why can't you take the responsibility as a parent? Na tuge those challenges together between the one-on-one. Kwa unandi ukienda kuonia mutiari, that one is too hard. Sometimes it andika homework we didn't understand. You know, nandinya kithomo, there is a lot of freedom. Ukuandikira mwalimu we didn't understand the concept. Na mwalimu etaga itana mwana the concept. But nadaki is that the next day, mom, it was very easy. It was supposed to be this and this. Kunande about the changing of CBC to what you said. Let's allow the expert to perfect. Don't call it change. Because when you call it change, you're bringing panic to us. What are we changing to again? We are already dealing with the CBC as it is. Yet it's not easy. And they want video to that there's another dragon. It is there, but can we move through the processes? Yes.
Perfect.
In fact, Ramusiari iko perfect. You know, to make it more better for our children.
Bwega sana. Madam letu kwa rili mantu makoni na kuganani kithomo kirikira muntu. Tulimaanisha tanuntu ijukumu ya muciari gutigira mwana kuthoma kana na thirikari.
Ijukumu ya thirikari gutigira mwana kuthoma. That's why we call it a right in Kenya. There is right to education, right to shelter, right to, you know, it's housing, you know. But nande muciari utebatere utigira thirikari the whole responsibility. Non tuinyao thirikari ka perfect everything and the parent is not prepared mwana ore pia atethoma. Kunande when we talk about the right to everyone. Tuga mwana bara benare Samburu, you know, the pastoralists, babe to bena tauni, babe to begishagi. Every child has a right to report to a school each day. Now, sometimes you have been talking about CDF abolishment. Na ndenda shiari as we sign those papers. Bwambere machiuri CDF imefika kwenu. Nchoke mboria nene betu na tuona ana bakithomera rungurwa miti CDF ne kinyano. You know, we need to understand. If we talk about equity, we are saying Meru is getting these millions. Samburu is getting 3 millions. The people are we all getting the same fund? Number one. Number two, let's talk about baraba nenkairwa mbeta. You know, but it was school we didn't know about CDF. And I came to realize it's not only that it was not there, but it was for the needy. You know, when we talk about the needy, aneneve tuberewe, dirio kujukiana bachore ba kuka batonyidegi CDF kirumi. Because there is that child that is going to miss a chance who is really vulnerable. Na ndino tutoriona CDF ile domithi antobena mabiashara. CDF was supposed to be the most vulnerable. Na ikyo kuona kureana still na ada berungurwa miti. No to CDF yaone yangire. You know, you don't understand where the money went. So we want to tell the leaders, and by the way, leadership is forever. I work at it. You don't think you're going to retire after 5 years. Na kuma wotorwa we munene ukarimiri munene no twinya tubara retired to beta still waheshimiwa. Why? Because that responsibility you're going to carry it the rest of your life. Kumbere anene betu about CDF. CDF is for the most vulnerable. Ko whether nuize kureana ora tonyitirige CDF by your friends, by family, you know, na kwe mwana otigi nturene atina CDF. That is why we don't have peace. No, to what to, you know, why are we doing that? And I don't go back to the humanity. Nuntu tutibatere kutha twina mwana ukuthomera kirasi ne jaki, you know, kina roof and everything. Some of the schools, they even have the floors are made na bangi rungurwa muti. What is happening to the CDF? So can we perfect it if it's perfecting it? Because abolishing it still will mean anababa ingi batithoma. Kuna ndi, as we go through this, ku abolish na ku perfect, can we perfect? Munene okuo tirimana noe ukimweresa mantu wa mwana aciari bora ye niki mwana o fulani ya kuthomithwa no fulani ati kuthomithwa. And as the village we know the most vulnerable in the area. You know it one na area anabare the most vulnerable. Now I'm telling you the reason why we didn't understand how CDF was doing is because it was doing its job. Kuwe kinyaira anabare banare rungu. Narwa musiari we na biashara na CD. What are you doing with CDF? So if you have to take that money to where it's supposed to be, uti mwana ukathomera rungurwa muti, uti ana bakuandika muthetune in the 21st century, can we fear God? You know, and antumantu jarabadi ya PHAMINAS. Rimwa karandi ukoria, if I go today, what will be said about me? No, to ito forget mono about mortality. And we live here like there is no going to the other world. Can we go back to the humanity? Ure muntu atiure na ndinyanda adithiria mwana uri. There are the consequences. Ikio kuona there is so much evil. Now it starts with the corruption of our minds. To the corruption of the money. Who can we just correct our minds first? Yes.
Bwega sana. Monokire muchiari. Mea leo wa jukumu ya thirikari gutigira mwana akuthoma kwa mchiari omba kuga nankare akuthomithia mwana nitwero na TV ni thirikari ni bati kwekithomithia mwana. Maybe muchiari bati kwena jukumu ripotira mwana kia kwegwa akiwata akithomo bwega. Jukumu
number 1 muchiari. The environment wikite mwana. Is it conducive? No tukithomo kia mbere twambairia nja PHAMINAS. Mwana ore okwamba ukirire nda prepare ukirinda nenkira breakfast, you know, nda kamatithia tuje, you know, kwe mutiari onge utionere nya mwana etha kwiria othio. How is the environment? Na tuga thina itemeri. Kuna ndikuri antu baria baachitire athini forever. Can we clean that mindset? No ndo aremis ne chiringi 10. Uti muntu utebatere kwithirwa agia fonda tutatwa waka mwana uthio. Ruzi na haja the water is free. Inya baratu in all the resources we are lagging behind. Why laziness? Atiari bamwe ibagire othao. Atiari bamwe, you know you're so much concerned about tukarei. Munkai no tikumenya mwana ruzi free arimisi ne 10 na akite mbere. Menye nyarira witito present mwana kukwe mwarimu wetete omwarire. Mwarimu ombo mutego mwana atithambite othio, mwana atikundite ruzi. Kinyama jani utingi kurugira mwana. The first responsibility is with us, the parent. Mbere umara gutetera na nderere aciari igwoka represent mwana ku. Kuna ndi gwoka amenya CDF ine kujuku. So don't sit there and behave like you're not concerned. Mwana thirikari nya ikite everything in school. Kure aciari batizi kwena basari, kure aciari batizi ore irombawa, kure aciari batizi ore thingatawa. So as a parent, are you taking that responsibility? Kenda all the time ti mwarimu na ti munene wiga winyantu bakiuga kwi mbeca itira correctwa nkarigara what is happening? Kwi mbeca ichoketwe treasury. What really happened? Kuna ndi mbere antu jukumu yako kama mzazi. Kwanza hakikisha mahali mtoto wako amelala, ameamka, hata kama hakuna kitu mchemshie majani. Unajua itampatia strength. Akinya shukuru akinya kunywa shurubu thirikari. Na akinyere sawa. And the first thing you feed your child is hope. Kuna ndiriria muciari, you're not there to encourage your child. Haritati manena ndigurwe more mo. Lakini ndiriria umire from a word of encouragement from the house. My son, you know this is not going to be forever. Ko ya muntu ore onge gweto mumakia na area, that word from his mother ringers. Nonto atubamo wiga wabakiuga, I'll treasure my mother. Nonto nambera, this is not tomorrow. There is a better tomorrow. Muciari, are we taking the responsibility of encouraging our children that today is dark, but there is light. No ntururia ukirire o mwikira nguyu ciawe ithiri kana itithiri nugerete gutuma ukikaira mwana what you know my son, this is not forever to take a breakfast forever. You know, when you come, I think God will have provided something. Kende are empty stomach. Akethere na kaop mbuga ankethere or something else. So are we giving the first feeding, which is spiritual, before our kids move out? Kunande mbere achiari, when you are aligning with your children for a better future, inyanko mega fight yata, it will not win. Lakini when you live a life of, let us call it ignorance. Utikwenda na utikwenda kumenya no uteaje itu nuze kure antu baje itu PHAMINAS. We understand them. But kure ati alibangira very healthy. Mbere wita kibaruga kwa mtu nuthithiri kibaruga kwako for your children first, because you start first from your homestead. Kuna ndi mwana akamenya, when I am coming back to the twize kweka muthere karugi, twakinya thaa 10 tugekira chumbi, we did that, tugekira chumbi na maguta and so. But we are here, we can eat anything we want because our parents assured us these are tomorrow, and they did everything they could to make sure we have a better tomorrow. Kuwana bana and they suffer psychologically first. The lack is now impacted in their minds. This is the reality, and we are blaming everybody. Start by blaming yourself. But what have I given them as a mother? No ntuti mtungi important. Tira wa mutiario mukuru ati important. Lakini mutiario mwekuru mami. You know no to interact to yana most of the time. What are you feeding your children? Na ndi tukiariri mantu wa CBC tukiariri ogo. Let us start by changing our minds. Kwa inya change renge kia tuithira we are ready. No, alafu we are not changing things, we are perfecting things. No tukuyo tugakinya tuge tukinya. You know that place. But right now in these initial stages tukethro twina gukura gukwingi. So achiari ndabirire, we be patient, we support our teachers. Ikia mwana skuru na arengirwe goro, muthambie muikie na aroire mwarimu naru angeta kibarugene na rojo kareta chiringi gara. You know mwarimu uri nyoketherwe na nkorwe kadia kona this effort. But where is the effort if mwana arengirwe goro omwere eta skuru were mwarimu bejete ate bejete amba wetania mwana mbere nuize nyagweta na mwana kuna kuigwa the security, mami na mpendete, nete tombaredia. I think that is more educational than what we are giving in the books. Yes.
Bwega sana. Kagita ni wauka na ndeni ya kwarire mantu makonene kwa nani mantu makithomo. Kwina achiari na aramiji madofilo getekania nani bena na Kenya bena mawathe gaturengire tu kidogo. Na achiari baba uga mwana uyu ntimuruta ome Kenya ko muruta mbere yage ni thina ntina mwira Kenya chukuru anto bakandeka maybe no wari na muchiari toyo kagita twarire mantu magene na kuganania kiri kithomo
mbere muchiari jo we feel you kwa mbere some of us we understand but others don't understand atwire muchiari jo mwana kumurungu akwere for a reason nondu murungu na ategerete ona mwana oti muntu ngioka amumba tiga Rosa kana Patricia kana somebody mwana ku umara usiki information nyate umbo mutethia but nandi antu baraba surrounded the family jeyu can we be of help no ndurimo muchiari na kwaga inyoro ka mutegera mwana ndaike emwe athamba tiga kuria athamba mantu jamoja thithika for the glory of God. That is what I want to believe. No tutuira what he doesn't allow does not happen. Baraba ize murungu. Kuna ndi are onto bwezirire bwari bogukumithia murungu. Kwa mberema. And the more you wait upon God, agakwa answers. Meanwhile, twa mwanoku, wambere maenda mwanoku sana. No tute muntu ungi ukamwenda nkurukie ku. Menya antu benda inya mwana kuringana na uria mutiari akugitata akumwenda. Lakini rira withire mwana utio mwenda. Umaria mwanoku mwikae ome. Sometimes back I remember AIDS was really bad. HIV. It was killing people. And it's unfortunately, I will say this. One of my family member was a victim or is HIV positive. Na really weta through that thing, I don't know, nike akarande ome. You know, anto iba pointere fingers, anto iba areje, anto iba did everything they could do, human beings, possibly to, you know, to discourage or to kill that family or to speak. But this person, I don't know what was in his mind that I think people will learn from them. And the more he exposed himself, the more people came closer. You know, you could not even imagine with a family with na mtu aje tu. Kana wetoga kundwa gintu nize tutathomete akina ignorance so bad. Ugeja kurikana those days ango gakunda gikombe kiu ango kathi we didn't have the knowledge. We didn't have the knowledge. But this family member of mine, Aumara Ome, you know agakarandi, I think he was really wondering human beings. We the one you want to tell the murungu non to teajitu. But I want to say something that I came to learn late. I'm learning in this section here. That exposure, anto iba aridi, you know, anto iba ugire nara witete muru, and so many of us, by the way, umenye kwe anto ba mwenya batizi nara baitere mirimo. Go those places yenye tuga ino baitere will be wrong. Na did you casire that family or bategera, you know, tikwende inyo tegano akarande ome. Na de antu badia, you know mantu zagira. Wanasemanga mchana na usiku wanafanya nini? Wakasema kila kitu. I think mambo ikaisha. So he would sit hapo kwa compound yake and look at people. Let me tell you, that guy is a living testimony right now. Na antu baba wengi bazitu na tutizi. But this person kuchumari andenda kwira mutiari ura wena mwana umaria mwano ku find a way egukaraanwe where people can see you. Me muntu ombe nya kwithirwa akurukite na help lakini niwithete mwana nyomba ko unande atemenyethira wena mwana ukwenda help. Expose your child. Umara no na sai nyunya ire nya wome orio mweja it doesn't matter. Wagerio muthambia muikia wome, you know, inyawe aka learn from the environment. But dijo wikire mwana nyomba nonto no kirero anga karogerwe arogwa no. You know matuja mweja didika for the glory of God. I didn't know if I'll see this. Lakini umaria mwana PHAMINAS kenda inya turibona utina inya kanya gakuruma gintu. Tukaigwa muntu akiuga utia anda wankuretere tuirio no tuimenyere utina kinya kanya. But what if people don't understand? Umaria mwana ku find a way ekumwike sibitari riri ajitwe, find a way ekumwike kansene, find a way egutuma interact na nabangi, you know, nyethro tu mwike skuru o mutiga nya skuru ere twana nomo mukamate mwike skuru mukarie 2 hours atege twana tungiura tukuruka. You don't know, maybe even the disability is in his mind. Homba kuga I can try to jump like this child. Kuna ndimbere asiari bau wambere ma mbwirire we feel you. Lakini can you expose your child? Na narwa dari the story we are family member. Tari wantu bahids they were you know, they were treated like you're dying tomorrow. That person refused to die. No nyanto, you know, this is just a disease. Nambuga inyana are amitrimite is not where we think. no gweta theater no kauma kure HIV positive. No gweta some places you kauma kure na some other things you don't even understand. People are being raped. Things happen to people. Kuna ndimbere wambiria ko judge imo maraya menya ni utuga those years. Can you be human mbere? Judgment is jana mwishori tugatethania FAMINAS. Thank you.
Bwega sana. Na on the same note kwina kinyambe cha think chitengwa cha thirikari cha kuthomithia na tawa. Kuria waitha mwana na ara mujimbuga atiri na mbere kwiwa gitumagira mbecha ino na ichi yake abatiri kwiwa gitumagira. Iro
nkwira muciari ndio find out. Uria kansene kara wita. Wathoro tita kansene ita skuru you closer. Uria mwarimu. Uri muntu ngi ukwerewa otirimana na antu, you know, when you're going to take your child for physio, you know, therapies, uri daktari, where do you think my child can be helped? Na ndo barabora ibatetheka. Lakini ukagea mawathe za mwana, you know, where you can't speak, you can't advocate for your child. Be their voice. Thank you.
Ibwega, ngiringa thiti ya mundi ya, I think ya Daily Nation, kurionanagia ati kuma murimu wa COVID-19 ukuya ndigoni nguge mbingi chithiri tukiura. Na nontu bwabu ithiri tubukionekana kinya bwitriga achiari bengi kuga gutie na need ya kuthomithia mwana nontu after all gutie na ngugi mwana maybe na thongire ulimini na thongire mantoni mangi nontu gutie na ngugi. I don't know, womba kwira achiari atakire mantu ama baba kuwe batira ana chukuru nontu gutie na ngugi ngugi chionde, you know, taindukie nontu kuriringana na ethabu riari ndithu nati kumane na miankenu ya nyuma agu kwanenkana ngugi karibu 800 na kila mwaka na kagita kairionekana 500 800, you know, chienda mite sana na ana baingi baraba kuthoma akiri baririkana baithoma bakathongira mantuni mangi mao kwa wende achiri bakathukia kanya gutima na tuirana cukuru nontu gutie na ngugi bana twathomithia na betu batikona ngugi.
Mwambere ma don't decide for your child. No tikumenya mwana ku akija kuthire skuru na atandhiguru ikethirwe kari kana the opportunities that will be there. Ndere muciari ukathomithia mwana ku kenda andikwa muthomithie kenda andikana. Let us come from that cocoon. No mwanka FAMINAS athithia journalism andikwa. Tomithia mwana ku andikane. Akaandikana atia. In this era where everybody is leading in their own field. Na mbere anto atri, it may be a very good time for the bold kids. Na boldness ire yumana ikimuchiari. Kuitana mwana ku kuchietheki. Ikyo kuona mwana ekarande akathithia TikTok and the family got changed from one TikTok. But mwana ore akethirwa katurire aithi muchiari ationa courage. And then mwana ore na nimeri wa kuthithia tumantu twawe no wakaandika the camera person, muntu ko edit video. That's what I'm saying. Tutige witana ana ukaandikwa. Let us change the narrative. You know, wera wa inyariri orombete muno kirombero ntu ito mwathani teria mukuru kwatige kunywa nchobi. Utichinjie romba. You know, you may think God is not listening. Lakini murungu nonto atuije deep inside. Ugo wene nyethugania mbecha ikunyua ina igeta. You know God knows. Kuna because he knows so many deep things. Na kui mantu akwenda nyo witana ke mukorone ore okunchobi nerea. You know, a situation may take long. Change the prayer. Mwathani mbese igwita nchobi neri isiambiri otethia na bantu. You know, when you change the prayer, something happens. Kuna ndembere ate, can we change the narrative? That is why CBC has come. CBC is for self-employment. We are not, you know, tuerewe, mantuja mwana ochitana. Kuthithia na njara cia weekend atiandika. Number one. Because now, the government will not be able to create the employment. Nenya waka president da FAMINAS. Uti no umbo kidieti ngugi tiana betu bonde. Lakini rira mwana omwe nje kwa naandikire antu baire mwana ungi njere naandikire muntu umwe mwana ungi njere we are all going to be employed.
Yeah.
But can we stop focusing on the government? Can we start focusing on our children? Na we are not investing for them anymore.
Yeah.
We are investing in them. In them water. Mwana kwa gochumbura na so many talents. Mami nkwenda kugea, mami nkwenda kuringa mubira, mami nkwenda kuruga. Nete, no ntuge kimwe. Kikamutethi. Lakini ukaambirio musukumira. Mwana ore we good in running. Nethairwo minya maukune. Ni ure nande a concentrate in one thing. Lakini itanwa could diversify this knowledge. No, he was also good in mathematics. Yeah. He was also good in something else. Kuna ndimbere muciari tuthomithiana betu bandikane. Tibandikwa. No tuana betu inya bandikwa by the way aciari. Ana betu batina patience ya kuandikwa mtu. Mwana areandikwa ngugire like the other day we discussed akethira the environment is wonte unda itanirwo wanga no shautirwe no kire. This time ile andikwa kwa witana ugoja muandikani how you are going to treat them, and because you need them you are going to influence them to be a team. Kuna ndi as leaders what are we doing tubaterinya kuonyana bara betu we are influencing them for the gain erojo tumonia tomoenda domorure clinic yeku I'll help you get barua but you see ugati ndo mwira thoma wite level 5 wandi kwa daktari agita level 5 ikojurire kuna ndi mwana ambirie kuona kithomo utiro gikaraoke otheri. Si nimewambia tunarudi shule kwa sababu ile maswali tunaulizwa na watoto kama hujasoma nethira otiendete challenge za own I have to go back and learn 1 2 3 because I don't want to sit back when my daughter is asking questions to a stranger. Kana mtinda kuandikira mwalimu we didn't understand the concept. No, I want to understand the concept.
Yes.
Because I want even my daughter to know that I am with her in this occasion. Yes.
Wow, bwega sana. Bado kwena ontubonge bode tukiraithiru sana Madam Faith ontuboko neni na ana letu kwariri mantuma mwana wonde ndeni ya Kenya na batiri kwiwa kiwata kithomo kya neni na babange. But nirikinya abantu kethera imwe ana bamwe bathiete njirani wora bakuma kidogo bapewana okethera ndi mwana ina mwana negatwike ndi mwana akamenyera mwana oyungi kana mwana akabado akamimucheri mucheri akona bantu amenyera mwana na mwana maybe karekerie mwana oyo umeamenyera mwana oyungi. I don't know kubatiri kwa ukariata maybe ria mwana ainambere kwa kio na ntutabura kubatiri kwa ukarakariata mwana batiri kuchoka amenyera mwana oyungi kana bado mucheri wona babatiri kwa kendere ya kumenyera mwana oyo bado na mwana oyungi.
Ndenda kwira aciari kana mbere nyana ba. As much as we are talking about mantu amathuku jaraja utendeka society ne. Kwene nya mantu amega still ni ura tutearairia mantu amega. For example, kwi skuru irarurirwe kujukia mwana na mwana oyo. We have a school in Meru here. They are admitting expectant mothers. No, to some. But now let's go back to the core.
Yes.
Where did this pregnancy comes from? One or not all of them, PHAMINAS, paitete, every man to nezatiagirite. Some of them are victims of so many dirty things that are happening in our homes. Brothers are impregnating sisters. We are exercising. We are in these times where kuona mwana omuntu ene ugambirie kuga ndati ndo bona na PHAMINAS mwana ore urira mbonyirede. It's very unfortunate. And because of wanting to start kana kwenda kurungama na mwana ore omware, ilio kuna someone has established a school wea mwana ore neu ageta athome na ewe mwana eskuru niki aturaria raisire these pregnancies tena botiende they are victims of failures tiari sometimes no nturiro gusukumira mwana kuginto murume oruwe mbia kaumane oku gikenda tugurirwa mutu mantu jamoja tumanga iwo methori dija wirire mwana innocent ete go feminazi ja mutu umwirire feminazi ageta munengere mutu jwao so atiari tutaerwana by mistakes can you die saving your children Pachuire wenda gukwo lakini ukeja kwithirwa mutiari uria gusukumira mwana ira fulani au kamate ya bikibiki no cererero muthakore obikibiki kari kagwaku agakuruka ako na ndi wambairie ku blame mwana no wo muonerie njira iriku wenwe inatiari bara twagwata wanjara tugaikwo skuru tha 11 betire no I remember my mom and my dad ikwere tugeta skuru 5 am mugambone primary school to be specific kuma mia gokanetia nani ambike mongana sukuru asiari baba why are we wanting the shortcuts in everything wewe munene somewhere we na a boyfriend o mwera mwana yo kwane zite na arua ukandaganira we no ntuimbitite muchemanio nonsense boyfriend uro ku kuthaganira mwana form 3 nawe no beterete Meru no ntwe muchemanio uriwa bakezirana what are we doing parents why are we so blinded by this thing called money we are doing everything for it no to kevera you are you know ukija kutha we responsible parent utienda mwana kuikwe skuru anga no you know unless someone you trust and trust nowadays is very slippery kurira wambiriri otumanira mwana omware form 3 she's in her peak age of adolescent you know to no trusted a boyfriend you know boyfriend nyateithe kaba nyokero jowe nintono rata fadhari no ntujo na kumenya mwana emutega kona jangina mwana ore atiere lakini did to trust strangers now our children in the name of love in the name of looking for money Karafuto kwa mwana eneu asiari bamo ya gwenga enjo kwitithia mwana eu mwana wa munda minjira maisha jawe nonto athome kithomo kiu one mukuru mwega age mwana atore okuruma the rest of our life what choices are we making as parents kugumenye choices irio kuthithia narua mutegerio Meru TV concerning mwana wo kwa mwari twere mbise monka utitegera mwana etite skuru netite makinya jairi bendete aciari bara mbona abeterie na anabao timi karukire kau ugakurukia mwana utonye ki mwarimu riu ugacoka kuurana na nthiguru rekari lakini the moment you choose other things mwana kumutigira someone else something is coming EU is coming HIV is coming depression is coming no to mwana I realize that this person was not loving me. He was using me. I'm in a depression. When I'm mwana nyomba, she's going through something you don't understand. Kwa uwa mware okwa atithirio nto. Atiko araniria na nto. Utiko umuria mam. Ni atagukari. You know we are not having that conversation. Nkarankiara area. Can we have the conversations? The conversations that are meaningful to our children. Asiari uria mwana awata wanjara mwana omware agatigirwa agunenkanirwa mwarimu na mwarimu trustworthy. Are we doing that? Tiyo kwaringa thimu muthagane akuthiria kamunengera ki muthaka muthagane akuthiria you know who are you giving the responsibility? Ketha ibikibiki ne utonya na mware okumutigire skuru. Some things we cannot avoid, but can we follow things up? muthakora ukamata mware oku mbuga inya imontho ariuria nkomba gwikira mwana uyu agatiga kuthoma ri you know na ni wendete skuru ri yani antu bao mibu bakumya mwana oku urendete kuthoma lakini what is it kuna ndi she is a victim of so many things kuna ndi yuribu tukwaririe ri hana ibocho kwa skuru mwana oku sinsiari utize na areitite find out tamuchiari itagwatibu mwire woka gwetho mwana o no ita natibu buthingatiriye ugwe gwikirite mwana kwa mwana mwana kwa gacoka skuru na agojuke mwana waku you know there was those days when President Uhuru said and that was the best thing he said mutoro wekira mwana eu mwana agacoka skuru muthaka kathithi ate that was the I wish the government can implement these said things. No to monga tha FAMINAS turi tugitete cases ichie by 90%. Uto kwenda kumenya winde guru no wekire mwana mtu mwana. So kuringi kwitha kwina that kafia. Lakini narwa sibo no wekira ana yuntorene. Pastor no wekira ana yuntorene. Asiari mwana omware I'm telling you when we gang against men, you know, I'm now sad. Where we pastor, you're not preaching to these children. You're molesting them, you're making them pregnant. And citizens, didabadho kuona mtu eringwa mwangi akambi muju. Lakini maisha ya mwana ore takubwa. Nye tasiara mwana okera wa ethe aetheru imopri. Utikuona the scars. Ikiombera women, we live with so many scars. Tuita tuingarawa everywhere tutigawa na marocho. So we need to heal as a nation. Nare turakinyire muntu na kumama mwana 1 year ina to the FAMINAS. You know, I think it's the end of the world.
Unfortunate.
But now before it ends, ask yourself, where will I be? Thank you. Kinyana kwenda kwa dia kai.
Yes, na thank you Madam Faith na ngwetegia cheri wati kwina mbere kwa bakilo kai responsibility ana bao kwa bike tumurigo otigira ati bakuona ana bao besa sawa na bao karaboya kinyanio madam akondirikani onto bolito ntenda yate kithomo lakini maamia ruma muthanju akaumani nani umwanka chukuletwa turima primary school agatiga ngukinya enda yakinya we wingatoro kambure it's upon mwalimu na kwa kaya amenyiki nonto mwalimu atianda ithira ndauranda umachukuru so I think achieri bakaigwa bena moyo toyu mantu mego mesa siboya sana bulithiro Meru TV no tukwina mbere kwa orinde ni Kionia TV yaku kumara tu inambere kwa tukiambagire mwanka gitani yankona mwerekere wakwa kimbira tha chietu ikwina mbere kwa igiro tigangaga lakini boya gatu inambere kwaigwa tukimenyagira ana betu na kila mwana athi nambere kwa kiwata kithomo nontu twero kithomo twankinya mwana athome kengwandikwa no athome na kithomo gikainambere kwa ikimuteragira kirimantu mwanya kawethera bambitane FAMINAS wa Kimathi madam tukumekawa na mugambo wa muthia waku tukimugaga
mugambo wa muthia aciari atumenyere ana betu everywhere kwina undu bukwenda ba kwithirwo ikwaga kwithirwo imwe arimu kwithirwo imotori let us take care of our children. Thank you so much.
Bwega sana, thank you. Ine Madam Faith ura tukuwatanitsanwe rukerwe mundi tuwatuna ntukuchwende cha Jumatano tukeragira mantu makoneni na kithomo kumakiritio kirego tukakwendera ntu wendongi.
Okay.